Hi Tonya, so this is just a quick tutorial video on how to access and make changes to your website. So first of all, I've sent you an email and you'll find on there a link and a username and a password. So if you click on the link, pop in the username and password. Notice the username, does have to be in capital letters. If you then click sign me in, that will then basically take you to this screen here. You can ignore everything on here and just come across to where it says websites and click there. After that, you'll see the site name there. If you click on the little space here, eventually your website will appear there. But because I've set it up this morning, it's currently blank. But just click there and then scroll down. Same here, your website will appear there, but at the moment it's not quite set. So then you scroll down to where it says edit website and you click on that. That will basically load up my software, which is called Bramble. So I've got really fast internet, so it loads in a couple of seconds. If you're on a slower connection, it can take up to sort of 60 seconds for that to load. Once it loads, you're then working live on the website. There's a couple of things to point out. At the very top here, don't go anywhere near that trash button. I'm not going to go near it either. If you do that, you delete a page and there's no undo for deleting a page. So just avoid the trash button. Also, another tip is don't rename any of the pages of your website without getting too complicated. I've had a few customers accidentally do that thinking it's helpful, but they've broken their sitemap, they've taken their site offline, and they've also removed all the pages from Google. So don't rename pages, don't go near the trash can at the top. They're the two things that you need to worry about. Everything else you'll be fine. So you can go around and explore and just play about with things, and you can exit without publishing and you'll do no damage at all. I will show you that in a minute. But basically, if you don't publish, then you're not saving what you've done. So you're always safe. So you can come in, look around, play about, and then leave without publishing, and you won't do any damage to the site. So the first thing to say is you'll see all sorts of strange symbols. So Bramble loads your home page first of all. Ignore any of that, the logo being repeated here. There's different things turned on and off for mobile phones and for tablets. So everything's set perfectly, just ignore it all. Same with the slider, you'll see the slider's there twice. It looks a bit strange because it shows you all the slider images in the editor, whereas on the website it scrolls. But again, the top one is the one that appears on the computers and the tablet, and the one below is the one that appears on the mobile phone. So just ignore anything that doesn't look right and keep scrolling. So everything you click, like I've just clicked that paragraph there, it highlights in green to say that you're then editing that area. So much like a Word file, you can add and remove text in this area. So that's pretty straightforward. If you want to add text, you can just expand this box. You can paste text in from a document, or you can sit and type that out. When you're happy with what you've done, at the top you click Publish Changes up here. Obviously I'm not going to publish that because we don't want to publish that. You also have an undo button. If there's anything you didn't quite mean to do, you can click the undo button. And as mentioned, if you've made lots of mistakes, you can basically exit and leave the page, and you've basically not published those changes and everything's safe. So then when you go back into the editor, it may come up with a message, and if it does come up with a message saying it's auto-saved, click the discard button, and that way it won't use what's been auto-saved. If you've made lots of mistakes and it's auto-saved it, you don't want to use that. So if you ever see a message about that, click the discard button, and you only really want changes to be saved that you have actually published yourself. So yeah, going back to this, you mentioned about having a banner on the homepage. The easiest way to do that is there's already a banner on the homepage, which is basically just about Brome Pits. So at the top here on the left-hand side, you have something which if you hover over, it's a duplicate. So if you duplicate that, you'll see then we've created a new banner here. So this could be a piece of news, whatever the news was, and you'd probably want to change the color. So you go into configure, and then you've got color here. So you could make it, for example, a red banner or a blue banner, or whatever it is you decided to do, and put some kind of message in there, whatever the news was, or whatever it is that you want to say. You type that in, then you can at the top hit publish, and then basically that then would appear on the website. So you've got some kind of like breaking news or some kind of information that's urgent that you want people to know about, and you can do it that way. And again, if you don't want that, you can click it, and there's a trash can here for remove, and you could remove it like that. Ultimately as well, if you prefer, you could put a line of text, whatever the news was at the top. You could then perhaps make that bold, so you've still got some kind of clear information at the start of that paragraph, so that to tell people whatever it is that you're trying to tell them. So Bramble is just a case of playing around really and getting things how you want. The other option is you can duplicate the whole box here. So over here onto duplicate, you could type whatever your news is, and then whatever that may be. You could then make the font over on the right hand side bolder and bigger, and maybe even central. So you could have some kind of news like that. So whatever it is that you're wanting to tell people quickly is going to appear straight after the sort of site title. You're keeping all the format by using duplicate, the font, the color, everything stays the same. So that's an option to do that as well. So pretty straightforward. You might need to watch this video a couple of times. But yeah, again, the map's going to be repeated because there's a phone version and a computer version. But you could go into each of these sections now and you could make some changes or additions in there if you feel you need to. That's all very straightforward. So yeah, you're scrolling around. You don't really need to alter the map or anything else in particular, I wouldn't imagine. But that basically gives you the ability to now edit the site and make simple text changes. I will just show you how to get onto other pages as well. So again, I'm going to exit, I'm going to leave. I've not published what I've just done there, so we know the site is fine. So I'm going to go back into the editor. And if you want to see, for example, change the prices, up in the top here where it says index, you click that, you scroll down to prices. Now you're on the price page. So again, you'd navigate through and you can change the price of each item as you want to. And then you've obviously then got that ability now to go in and alter prices as you see fit. There's not much else on that page to edit, so that's a simple one. And same with rules, you could go to the rules page if you wanted to, and then amend the rules, add them, change them, remove bits, whatever you think you need to do. You can now do that. And local information is the other page. So again, you could go to the local information page. You could add somebody in or remove somebody. So you've got the box there that you can expand and put more details in for whatever it is that you want to add that you think might be useful to put in there as addition. Yeah, so really straightforward. The idea of Bramble is it's supposed to be easy to use and it's supposed to be easy for customers to do updates. I always say to people, don't redesign the site because obviously it's done so that it works on phones and on tablets, in portrait mode, in landscape mode. There's a lot of testing that I've done to ensure that that's correct. So if you go and redesign everything, you may find on the phone it's suddenly not working, or on the tablet things are not readable or not looking right. So I would say stick to sort of basic text updates. If there's anything else that you want to change or redesign, or photographs in particular you want to alter, the best thing for those is to contact me. You have half an hour a month of free support for that as part of your hosting fees. So you've got that support there if there's things that you can't do. But hopefully this video is going to allow you to access the website, make the simple text changes such as changing the price, adding a banner to the home page, altering any key information. Anything else you need, give me a shout. Hope this helps, and thanks for watching.